What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blueprints. In the last episodes, we are continuing to do our Blue Memos runs, getting all of our rooms up there on the 8th rank. I have two things I want to achieve today. I want to get room 8. Ideally, room 8 happens on rank 8, but I honestly would just accept the room 8 key at this point. And at some point, once we have a dead run, I want to head back down to the Foundation and finally finish those 4 Morajai puzzles that we still have yet to finish. My cat is also banging on the door. I have to let her not be in the room while we're shooting because she's a menace sometimes. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Let us go with all the usual regulars. Pool is not bad right at the start. I haven't actually talked a lot about my cat. I got my cat only about a month or 2 ago. Her name is Riddle, very aptly for this channel. I love my little guy. She's great, but she's a menace, and sometimes she causes too much chaos while I'm attempting to record, so I can't have her in the room, unfortunately. And I hear her. I hear her just slamming against the side. It's so funny, but it's also very sad. She'll give up eventually. Okay. So, yeah, we shall continue. Den, bedroom. Let's go with bedroom. And then just check and make sure that there is... Oh, that looks like something. Yeah, excellent. Still looking to land trophy room up there. That would be great if we could land trophy room up at the top. Okay, not the best stuff, but not the worst. Again, the gems in the commissary is always the ideal. Might just go hallway here. And then we'll come around this way. Ooh, throne. Let's go break room, though. And then I could always go out the other side. Is there something over here? No. Okay. 1 plus 4 is 5. Minus 1 is 4. Times 1 is 4. Divided by 1 is 4. Okay, we got a lot of halves. So half of 15 is 7.5. Flipped is 57. Rounded to the nearest ones place, 57. 57 plus 7 halved. So 57 plus 3.5. 57 plus 3.5 is 60 and a half. 60 and a half flipped is 50.6. Rounded up is 51. 51 plus 2.5 is 53 and a half. 53 and a half is the same thing. 53 and a half rounded up is 54. 54 plus 1.5 is 55 and a half. So it's 555. No. I have to... This is so hard to do without a visual aid, so that's why I keep trying to pull out my calendar. My calculator, not calendar. 15, half of which is 7.5. Flip first is 57. Rounded to the nearest number is 57. Then we got, what's next? 7. So plus 3.5 is 60.5. Flipped is 50.6. Rounded is 51. Then we have 51 plus 2.5 is 53.5. Flipped is still 53.5. Or is the idea that it flips? I think the decimal flips in the same spot. So if it flips, that means 53.5 becomes 5.35, which would then round down to 5, which makes a lot more sense. And then add 1.5, which is 6.5. Flip that is 5.6. Rounded up would be 6. Yeah, okay. So that's actually a really interesting rule. So the decimal place stays, so the entire unit of thing, whatever it is, stays exactly where it is. Greenhouse boudoir. Yeah, let's go with greenhouse, because I think we're destined to get more stuff this way. Yeah, 1, and I have a shovel. Of which I have old shoe. We have still a couple of rooms to go at the top, but to be honest, I'm a little less concerned with getting rooms up there. Again, the real goal would be to get the gallery. Not a great pull for either of these. Let's go with hallway again, and I might just come back around, because I think this run, let's try to fill out the house. We'll have a better chance of getting gallery, obviously, if we actually attempt to fill the house out. Which obviously will use more resources than not, but I don't think that that's too bad. Planetarium kennel. Kennel's okay. If I have to go back to the entrance hall and fill out the bottom, I can. Terrace is good. Let's do Electric Eel Aquarium, though. Okay, I do have broken levers, so that's good. That's an antechamber door. Through greenhouse, obviously. See a coin on the ground. Okay, here we go. Veranda. Parlor. Or chapel. Chapel's good here. That connects our whole world. Alright, let's see. Can I get one that turns? Walk-in closet. Parlor's great, honestly. That's fine. Alright, let's see. Can we do it? I'm sure we can. Can I see an item here? No, I cannot. Oh, wait. No, that's just the regular hammer. Okay. If the blue box is empty if it is false. The black box is false. The above statements it is false. So if this is the true box, it can't be, because it actively says it's its own paradox. The black box is true and it contains the gems. If that's true, then this is also true. The blue box is empty if it is false. Those two then cannot be true within each other. So if this is true, this means it has the gems and it's true, but that means that the blue box, if this is true, oh, the blue box is empty if it is false, but if it is not, but it wouldn't be, because it's saying it's full if it's true, and it is true, but that's this one. So this is for sure false. So this is for sure true. The blue box is empty if it is false. Which means that it has to be false. So that means the gems can't be here either, which means they have to be here. Yes. Okay, very good. Took a little bit. I think I've done some of these, but it's actually been so long at this point that I don't remember which puzzles, if they've cycled at this point completely. They might as well be new puzzles. Like, again, we've been doing this since May, so we've gone a very long time. I think the solarium here will very much help us. I'm very glad we got that. Okay, so continuing. Garage. Garage isn't a bad pull. It just means we have nothing else to work off of. You know what? Let's do garage. I'm okay with that. If we do get car keys somehow, I think that would be good. Ooh. Right, and we have exit. It's been a minute since I've seen that open. Let's go back down and around. I gotta take it a little bit slower because I think I'm going way too fast recently because the idea is to just keep trying to hit rank 8, and I think that's making me do stupider things. Oh, I heard something crash in the other room. She's causing some trouble. The good old riddle. Alright, cloister, pump room, corridor. I mean, there's not a good option. Let's just go corridor with hopes that we can turn. Hallway. All right, we'll try. We'll keep it that way. That's okay. Where is whatever is beeping at me? There it is. It's just money, but we'll take it. Okay. Here's cloister again, but this time in a better spot. I'm willing to do that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Nothing of interest. One more. A coin. Alright. Let's go this direction first. Patio, den, courtyard. Den is going to have to be the best option here. Okay, let's go up. I am on the edge, so Secret Garden isn't a bad move. Okay. Let's go back around. 53 steps, not doing terribly in terms of that. Vestibule, library facing the wrong direction. Vestibule, not ideal. Yeah, I guess we'll go planetarium, get that out of there. Is there's consistently chests in this room. Ooh, that's very nice. We will obviously take the dice whenever we can get them at this stage of the competition. Okay, so I'm assuming gallery. Yes. Okay, that was a huge pull. Okay, so we have some gems. We have our room 8 key. So now, I mean, we could try and see if the vault is a valuable thing. Oh, I don't want to use key 8 here. I'm on rank 6. So unfortunately, gallery doesn't... Oh, fuck, it's one off. I almost feel like we should re-roll here, because this is going to lead to a bad house structure. Courtyard is good here, actually. That's the best I can get. Yeah, I needed both trophy room and gallery to be up at rank 8, but I will take where we're at right now. Okay, I'm going to go... Courtyard's always left unlocked, so I will not be able to unlock that door with the room 8 key. So let's just keep going this direction. Sauna is one of the ones that I also owe up there. That's really annoying. Let's go with secret passage, I guess. What would I rather have here? I mean, I guess let's just try to do a shop. Shops are not Mount Holly gift shop, but the wrong direction. But that's okay, actually. If it's tilting down, that's not the worst. I just need this one to turn that way. Okay. Not too shabby yet. Ooh, very nice. Oh, that hole stays? That's funny. I don't think I've been in this room since. Okay. All right, so this has to be master bedroom. We've done library. If I do master bedroom here, I feel like it's been a minute since I've done master bedroom, and that makes me think that I probably should do it. I'm just gonna do it. Let's take a look. Because I feel like I haven't re-examined some of these rooms in a minute, and that makes me nervous. Yes, we have our giant swimmer plushie. Oh yeah, look here. MCCXIII. Okay, so yeah, that's 1,213. 1213. And that is the swan crest. Okay, so that is... I'm just going to actually screenshot this just so I have it. I would love coat check. That would be amazing right now. Throne of the Blueprints completely bodies my entire house. Oh, but that is not a... At least lab puts us... I'm gonna put break room. I don't want to use resources that I could potentially use up there. All right, so I'm gonna have to mechanarium. Oy, hallway security. Hallway unfortunate I think is actually the best move here. It's already a dead room. Come on, please be on. Okay. Office. I have to redraw. Okay, we now get coat check. That's a choice. I might... I feel like I have to take the coat check now. Let's not do smart... Let's not make brash decisions for nothing. Okay, here we go. Let's use key 8 here. Very nice. Okay, so room 8 is off my list now, which is amazing. So I'm crossing it off, and now let's find the blue memo, which I have to assume... Oh, it's going to make me solve the puzzle, isn't it? It's for sure going to make me solve the puzzle. Oh, no, it's not. The elephant belongs in this bin. Oh, yeah, actually, the puzzle rooms, don't they would tell you a solution. That was how the other ones worked. So I'm assuming the gallery might actually work the same way. The elephant belongs in this bin. Let's open this up. I forget actually what the... Was the prize just... allowance? I think it was, right? The bear... was sloth. The swan is like second, right? That's this one. The dog is here on the end. This one, right, this one has 8 letters. This one has to be gluttony. This one with a bin with an N in its sin. Uh-oh, did I make a mistake? Because I have lust and I have avarice left. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, wait, I think the swan has to be by lust. The lion is this one. And this one is this guy. Yeah. Ooh, I get another allowance token. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Cool. Huh. What do I want to do here? Let's go conservatory. I'm just curious. What are they going to give me? Chamber of Mirrors is at rare. Passageway and conference room. Conference room is good. We can probably keep that standard. Passageway, though. It's nice, but actually not as useful. I feel like I could keep Chamber of Mirrors that high. I know I need it for the... The problem is I need it for the blue memos, but, like, I really don't want that to then fuck up my rarity for the entire rest of this game. Okay, so I can probably still land a room in there. I just have to obviously open up an antechamber door. So I can go to Secret Garden to do that. So let's go and do... Yeah, I'm still working the right way. This feels markedly different, and I can't explain why. This run, I mean. Okay. We have a gem out of it. That's good. We can use a key. Hallway closet, sure, why not? Maybe we can get... Yep, excellent. Okay, so... Is this the left or the right side? So this is the right side. We'll pull it just because... oh, actually, we need to pull it because we need both sides open for this to work, right? I'm going to try to cross to the other side of the antechamber. So now, what are we at? East, so I need to make all of them west, which is annoying and time consuming, but I will do it. Also interesting that what's in the crevice stays until a new setting, right? Like it's not, once I turn the wheel, it doesn't get rid of itself. It will only move once I activate a new setting. This isn't too bad. If it's between two settings, then I think that's fine. Considering it stays, that's pretty good. The limited use case in which I need both levers at any point, or one specific lever at any point, is pretty rare. This is really the reason why I need to do this. Alright, back we go. And there's fruit on the mansion now, so I have enough steps to operate as needed. Case in point, apple. Remember the days of this room? Where that was our biggest concern? Okay, so up to hallway. Let's see, can I happen to land a room on this side? Let's see, so locker room, dining room, pretty good. And let's see, can we get it? Music room, observatory. Okay, well, I've gotten both of those. Let's redraw. Rumpus room, drawing room. I have done both, right? Yes, rumpus room I know I've done. Drawing room, yeah, right? Yeah, I've done both. Okay, well, I'll do dorm instead. Observatory, freezer, boudoir. Okay, well, actually, of course, there goes our trophy room. Frustrating. Okay, so we now have the room 8 key, which makes me... The only thing that I'm worried about is by putting it in coat check, do I then lock out gallery from being offered at all? I feel like I don't even have a problem with that, though, to be honest. Because I don't feel the need to have it. I would rather have roommate and coat check. Retrieve the master key. Check. Wait. Oh, I used the roommate key. Oh, no. Okay, so once I use that key, it's dead. Good to know. Okay, that was worth doing for the blue memo. I will have to then do it again. So I definitely want to check the master key back. I'm going to want to do that again. I didn't realize that I didn't keep it, which I guess I should have. Oh, but you know what I can do? Let's see if I can get Shrine. If I can land Shrine on this run, I have the ability to hold Gallery outside. And then I can get Roommate Key. Not whenever I want, but I can do it. Let's go this way. It's a long shot. Oh, wait, I didn't pick up the dice from the Geist's bedroom. Let me go do that, because then I have an actual shot at doing that. It's going to be a little bit of running, but I think this is all worth it. Because I just really have a strong feeling about where we're at. In terms of, like, what's this next step. Okay, so... let's collect the dice here. Okay, so now I have 2 full rerolls on a slate of rooms that I only have 8 of. That should be enough. Okay. So I'll go outside, hit Shrine. I want to actually check out the numeric cores piece of paper again. And do those puzzles. So there's a little bit of stuff to do here. Okay. Which means I'll have to call it a day in gallery, which is fine other than I won't have key card the next day, which honestly wasn't a problem today at all. But sometimes it can be a problem. All right, let us go. Let's first do Shrine. Then we'll go downstairs and outside and do that stuff. Might just get it first try. Let's see. Nope. There it is. Okay, big ol' Shrine. Okay, so we need to do 13 coins like we have always done. Confirm. Blessing of the Monk. Okay, so now I can go back and grab Gallery again, and my outer room will be my save point for that. We'll then have to land Vault. Well, yeah, I guess we can either put 8 key in storage. What's the best way? This way, right? We want to go this way. I could put the 8 key in storage until I know exactly what I need to do. Or I can then use the Blessing of the Monk to hold the vault. So there's a couple options of things I can do here. It's not so cut and dry where I need to land all these things all at once in the same way. Just means that if I do code check at all, I have to then land code check, which honestly has been pretty okay. Okay, so to the Baroness of Mount Holly for her own hand. For her own hand? 86455 becomes 86455. But like, how do I know that? How do I know not to make it 86455? Right? Because I feel like 8 to 64 is a lot better jump than 6 to 45. Split that number into 4 smaller numbers. This concept, once considered sacred, was now regarded as an over-engineered concept that only served to slow down further advancements in the field. Next, assign each a different color, resulting in a valid mathematical equation that produces the smallest whole number possible. The first number should always be assigned teal to begin with a positive number. If the result is a number with more than 3 digits, repeat the above process. The final number you obtain that is less than 4 digits is considered the numeric core of the larger number. Becomes 3. Plus 8 minus 6 times 45 divided by 5. Core is 18. And that's 2 times 45 is 90 divided by 5 is 18. So 3614 theoretically becomes positive 3 minus 6 is negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 divided by 4, no. So, wait. So positive 3 minus 6 is negative 3 times 1 is 1. Oh, sorry, times 1 is negative 3. Stays the same. Then divided by 4 doesn't work. So is the idea that you have to flip the operations like the dartboard puzzles? So if the first one always has to be positive, then what's left, does it always have to be... Do I have to always use all 4 steps? Do I have to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? So if I did positive 3 times 6, that's 18, divided by 1 minus 4. That could be 14. So how many other options do I have, right? So let's talk about this. So 3614 as a numeric core. How many different... If the first one always has to be positive, if I can't duplicate operations, there's only 6 options. Right? There's only 6 options of operations that I can do. It's either... Well, here we go. So it's... 1 second. So it's... positive is the start every time. The 6 options are as follows. Subtraction, multiplication, division. Subtraction, division, multiplication. Multiplication, subtraction, division. Multiplication, division, subtraction. Division, subtraction, multiplication. Division, multiplication, subtraction. So I'm going to do this with this one now. So how many of these become valid numbers with 3614 without changing the order? Right, because that's what it says. Without changing the sequence. So, what I just did, positive 3 minus 6, negative 3, times 1 is negative 3, divided by 4. That's not a positive whole number. Positive 3 minus 6, negative 3, divided by 1, still negative 3, times 4, negative 12, that's no. Positive 3 times 6, 18, minus 1. Wait, positive 3 times 6 is 18. Minus 1 is 17. Divided by 4, not possible. Not a whole number. Positive 3 times 6, 18. Divided by 1, 18. Minus 4, 14. That one works. Positive 3 divided by 6 is never going to work. Positive 3 divided by 6. Positive 3 divided by 6 is 1/2, right? 3 over 6 is 1/2. So 0.5 minus 1 is minus 1.5. What is it? Times 4? Yeah, that's not going to work. And same thing here. Positive 3 divided by 6, 0.5 times 1.5 minus 4. No. So in that example, it's weird, but in that example, the only number that works is 14. So now this begs the question of if I just did 1, 2, 1, 3. Wait, hold on. What were the notes? What are all the notes about this? The family core is only unlocked by the sum of its digits. One number is one numeral. The rest are each 2. The first number is one numeral. The rest are each 2. So how does that work? So if I'm looking at it, I mean, I could be on the wrong path, but I don't think so. Okay, so the first number is one numeral, which means that the first number is probably 1, as in 1,000. So that's the M taken care of. Then I have CCXII. If I just take C alone, can I count that as 50? And then the other C I can take is 50. And then the next one is 13. Because if the other ones have to be 2 digits, I can't then make... Oh, it doesn't say... Does it say... What does it say? Each 2 numerals? That's a little scary. Let's... If it was 1, 50, 50, 13, that's one option. And then what's the other option? If it was 1, 50, 50, would it be CX? Would that be 60? And then it'd be 0, 3 as for the last thing? There's also 4 different types of Roman numerals, so I wonder if it's like... Well, the problem is it's 2 50s, so if it's... If the first one is 1, double C... Is that just 100? It doesn't say... Does it say that it says the rest are each 2. So does it just become 10? Are we just cutting off numbers at that point? That feels like not correct. Because then it would be 10 and then 10 again. No, I don't have it. I don't have it yet. There's something I'm missing. But, all right. Well, I hope that wasn't totally boring to look at. There's still one piece I don't have. Because something has to tell me either that those numerals are not the ones I'm looking for, or there's got to be a way for me to understand where the division comes, because I don't know yet. Okay, so now let's take a look at our different puzzles. It's been a minute since we've been back here. Oh, that one's done. Okay. I have a list here of which ones are finished or not. Red, white, green, and orange. Okay, so actually... So let's go to the Fen Aries one. remember what the red rule does. Red, when these tiles are pressed, all black tiles turn red, white tiles turn black. Right. And we're trying to make all of them red. So orange one will change to the surrounding majority color. And green are going to teleport. Black are rose, white. Change that tile and surrounding tiles. This one's destined to be tough. Can I do anything with this in its first move? No. If I did this, flipped it, and then, oh, I see it. It's just gonna, right, it's gonna move to an empty tile. That's not even so bad. And then I just need to be able to change. Well, that works. Okay. And then if I change that over, I can push these. I can steal this red one. Uh-oh. Is that a problem? Yes, it's going to be, because now I can't move anything. Okay, but that was close. So hold on. So if I... Let's... Why do I have to otherwise do that, though? So that could be a red, that's for sure. And if I did... I think I could just kind of rock it with this, can't I? So, because if I did flip that up here, moved this over, move that over, flip it up. Yeah, right. And then I want to move that. One more. Let's do this. Okay, so now I have 4, but I'm now gonna have to take them out of the middle, right? That's the idea, and that's gonna be really tough. All right, I'm not gonna start with that one because that one is definitely the hardest one of the ones that exist still. Nope. Done. What did I say? Orange? Costa Rica, right? Okay. This shouldn't be too bad. I have to get just 2 of these down. So this Araja goes from down, from below. So let's get that over. Let's push that over. Flip. Okay, I already have one down there. That's good. Let's move you over here. Push you down. Great. And so now I have my 2. And now I just need the 2 down here. Which I suppose I can actually just flip in, right? I just need to... The middle row is always the hard part. Yeah, if I just push... There it is. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Okay, so that one's done, finally, after several episodes. The orange one is over. Green, white, and red are left. So the Vera one, let's try that next, because I have a handle on that mechanic. Okay. So clearly the orange has to become the green. Let's do that. And then let's do... Flip to the other side. Do that, right? That can flip, so now I can get that into its right position. Okay, that didn't work, but hold on. There we go. Okay, so now I just have to push stuff around. So that would technically be in the right spot. Let's flip that, though, because I'm going to want to push this one out of the center. So I could do that, right? That's not bad. So 1, 2. If I move this out... I don't want to push... Actually, if I move this here, that will work, right? Is that going to do it? I want to get this square out. Because everything else is... I can get around. That's not hard. So if I... How do I get this square out? If I move this... Well, I have to get this square then. So let's do that. Let's flip this. The black needs to now come up here. Or here, I guess. It technically doesn't matter. Let's then do flip. Let's move that over. Okay, we're in a good spot. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are definitely harder. These are definitely harder than at least the ones that were in the Ares area. Okay, and then white, which I don't know if I actually even still fully understand. Wait, this is this correct? No, that's Oh, did I say Vera? I meant nuance for the green. This is Vera. Morgai is the rainbow. Okay. All right, so yellow are pushing up. Oh, hello. Right, so this will make new ones. And pink does what? Pink is rotation. Okay. Oh, this is not bad at all. Done. I didn't even attempt that one. Clearly, because I just didn't even look at that. Okay, so then I just have one more. I just have the red one. Which, you know, could be worse. So, right. It adds white to any space that wasn't... It basically A-Bs it. It throws any space that doesn't have a white... to a white, and any space that, if it's a blank space. So I actually need to rotate. Oh, I need to reset it. I probably want to make both of these squares white. So how do I do that? So just do that, right? Cool. Now if I make that red, now I have 2 movers. And then I can make that red. And I can move you over, make that red. Okay. Not a bad place to be. I just have to now completely shift these reds out of here. Oh, or that. That might work. I didn't even think about the red domination tactic, but yeah, that's totally valid, right? I just have to do it in a different way. So if I move these over, oh, move that over, flip it, change that. Now this will turn them red regardless of where they are. Yeah, okay. I want to get these out of here. I feel like the right move is just to do that, right? And then I move... Oh, that's so close. Wait, hold on. That's really, really close. I just have to get... I have 1 remaining. Okay, so move that over, flip this, do this. So I just don't want to click the reds too early. Make that a red. Make that a red. Right, so flip that in. So right now, that'll be correct. And I would just need to move one of these into the corner. Right? Because otherwise it won't work. So what am I'm missing a step here. I think I have to push these. I can't push. How do I push out of the middle row? Maybe I just move the red. So do this. No, but I can't even get them down. I'm going to be operating around the edges. Yeah, just going full red nuclear mode is not terrible. Wow, this one's hard. I'm gonna, in the interest of trying to keep moving, I'm gonna call it here. How long is this episode? Holy shit, it's already been an hour. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call it then. But we can't be finished yet. I'm glad I did puzzles in this one though. I feel more accomplished. We have 1 more left, but I don't think that's too bad. And obviously, it's not giving us a valuable prize. And obviously, I don't think we're going to get anything by doing all of them. So it's really just for us. I feel like we did learn some stuff about these numeric cores. The fact that the example only works with 1 version, barring duplicates, is a good sign. I don't think they would make it so complicated as to... Would it help me to go up through the storeroom? Kind of. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't think they would make it so complicated as to add the duplicate functions. Because if we add duplicate functions, what does it go to? If I include addition... That's 4 times 4 times 4. That's, yeah, that's too many combinations. You'd never be able to get through them. And if you remove addition and you only have subtraction, multiplication, and duplication, then but you could still double them, that's 27, which again is like a ridiculous number. If they expect you to try 27 different combinations of numbers just to see if one of them is accurate, that's crazy. Okay, so we're going to gallery to hold that outside. Oh, yeah, move forward. All right. Calling it a day in the gallery. And we're going to call it a day on this episode. This is a weird one, but thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see any future episodes, as I'm sure you might want to. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.